is a 2-year-old German Shepherd who was recently adopted by our Uncle Tony. G'day. As I start working with Will on the come command, I notice that as he comes to me, he consistently drops his nose down to the ground and searches for things to get distracted with. Classic avoidance. So I ask him to give me 2 eyes when he comes to me. Visible relaxation and self-satisfaction can be seen on Will as he starts to get good at this command. The come command is the most important command you can teach your dog. This command allows you to establish and re-establish a connection with your dog on cue. This is usually the first command I'll work on. The come command teaches your dog to gravitate to you when given a verbal or visual cue. This command is also the introduction to leash work. It communicates the message that the leash is not a restraining tool which holds the dog back, but rather a communication tool that helps guide your dog smoothly back to you from a distance. In order to keep this message honest, I always use a long leash at first and just focus on the dog giving me 2 eyes and gravitating to me from a distance and from different distractions. This first phase is about establishing and strengthening the connection. The long leash allows your dog freedom so they can adopt the new behaviour without the immediate pressure of a short leash. Now that we have the dog moving with the leash rather than resisting against it, we can start working on the heel command. The heel command is similar to the come command, but instead of following the leash back to me from a distance, I ask Will to follow my leash and body at close proximity. In this command, we never pull back or apply any backward pressure on the dog. Instead, always change direction and guide your dog forward in a new direction, never competing with your dog. If your dog uses high energy, you use low energy. You want your dog to adopt your energy rather than competing with you. The whole time we are walking, I am talking to him and praising him. I want to draw him into me with my energy, and I use my leash as a visual guide. The stay command is a structural command. It's the backbone to the bed command and is a major tool in curbing undesirable behaviour, as well as promoting self-control, focus and relaxation. The stay command should preferably be taught after practicing the come command. If your dog understands that they must come to you from a distance, you've established rapport from a distance, it's less likely for your dog to disengage from the stay command. To promote a stronger stay, for about 2 weeks, don't call your dog to you from the stay position, but rather go back to your dog each time and manually release them from the stay only after a pat. This helps convey the message not to release themselves until you've made contact. This will strengthen your stay command.
Is you've got to make sure before you do it, let him have a break.
It's important to give your dog lots of breaks during training. Recovery time is critical in order to retain the information.
Good boy. Good boy. Beautiful, mate. Very good. Good boy. What a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. And that bed command becomes fun for him, right? Because now it makes sense to him. He says, I love the bed. That's comfortable. That means I'm not working. And I'm on that bed. So that's now the path that leads to him. Start, stop, change direction or speed you say you will.
A lot of dogs walk around carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. The heel command removes a lot of that weight if practiced regularly. Dogs don't use verbal communication. The one who's out in front leads a walk and shoulders the responsibility. For a confident dog, it's not such a big deal, but a nervous dog who takes lead gets burdened down by the weight of this responsibility, triggering the reactive side of the brain to turn on self-preservation mode, fight or flight response when outside on a leash. Teaching your dog to walk on a loose leash outside reduces stress and promotes confidence.
Yeah, that's good. Beautiful. See? It's like a walkway.
Damn right.
The more you practice together, the better you get, the more synchronized you become. Will and his new family did some great work together today.